Bill and friends. Casey and Monica. Let's learn to can and cook and gardening and more, and we do it with friends. Hey, Bill and friends, and Casey and Monica.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I'm Ann with Andale Homestead.
I am Casey at Ormsby Farm and the Halfway Homestead.
And I'm Monica at Bland's Promised Land Ranch. I wasn't sure, honestly, if I was supposed to go second or third, Casey. You threw me off on that one.
I will tell you that our studio is having technical difficulties as we're recording, which, hey, it's another day in paradise here around the hay bale.
There you go.
Yes, it is.
But today on this holiday episode, we have a wonderful couple coming back on, two guest hosts with us, because we are talking about cooking with your herbs. Now, I joked about it before. We're not talking about Sam's Club herbs. We're not talking about the Wallywood herbs. We're talking about yours that you grew in the garden, you dehydrated, or you have whatever you have done, how to cook with it, because it is very much an art of learning to do it. But, Monica, who is our sponsor for today? I think it's an important thing.
I am in love with this sponsor. I think it's the most amazing sponsor that we've had yet. It's Miss Andale Homestead. Now, you can go to andalehomestead.com or you can click on this QR code right here. And today we are being sponsored by Miss Andale and the Land of Plenty. You can grab all of these amazing things and more over on her website. You can go get your oregano salve. You can get your travel care kit, which would make a great Christmas present, guys, or any present for that matter. Maybe it's a birthday. You don't need to wait for Christmas, but you can get lip balms and salves and everything. And one of the favorites, the magnesium cream. Guys, you need to have something to help you get to bed or whatever it is. Go get your oregano, your magnesium, all of it over at the Land of Plenty with Miss Andale Homestead. Don't forget to go check out that link and get your goodies, get it shopped, get it ordered, and get it to your house so that you can give it away as gifts or just keep it to yourself. Trust me, you're going to want it. I love that travel thing. I love the travel kit.
The travel thing is cute.
Great idea. Lavender,
really cool.
Magnesium, all of it. I'm excited. So great sponsor today.
Yes, it is.
It's an honor to be able to sponsor it tonight.
Now, also, who did Santa deliver for us for our first of the Christmas episodes? I wonder who it is.
Hello, who is this?
Hi.
Hey!
It's John and Sarah from Tito's Bees and Gardens.
Woohoo! Yay!
Now, I have to say, you would think that Our Lady answering our door would sound less annoyed because it's the holiday season. It's the same. But we brought y'all back because when we were actually thinking of this topic, literally the first people to pop in our head were y'all. Because Sarah, you are the herb lady. And knowing how to cook with the herbs, as I said before, is a talent. And it is something that needs to be learned because you can use too much. So let's start off. When you're thinking holiday food, Sarah, what is your go-to herb that because we're in the beginning of December, what is your go-to that you usually always go to from your garden?
Well, that depends on what I'm making.
Speak up loud.
So that depends on what I'm making.
Well, if you're making holiday things, let's just say you're prepping for like Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the holiday things. Think of like one of your favorite holiday meals. Are you using herbs from your garden, right? Fresh or maybe dried, or maybe you have it frozen in some olive oil, whatever it is. What is your go-to herb? Because I know you guys are like foodies too. Like you like different things. You're not just the plain old, I'm going to go out and get a steak person. I mean, not to say you don't like steaks, but I'm just saying. It's not going to be a plain steak. It's going to be a steak with like the specific butter, the garlic and herb butter and all that. It's going to be something special,
Definitely.
right?
Oh,
So
that
what are you
sounds
going
good.
for?
You're making me hungry.
I know, right? So what are you going for? What is your herb of choice when cooking?
I would still have to say that depends on what I'm making.
So Thanksgiving stuffing.
So
Okay.
yes, if we were doing stuffing, I would do parsley, sage, and thyme.
Ooh.
Okay.
If I'm doing vegetables, I love to do an herb butter that has dill and garlic.
Oh,
Dill and
It's
garlic?
especially good on mushrooms.
oh, that sounds fabulous. Now,
Okay.
how do you use that? How do you make this
Yeah.
this amazing dill and garlic butter? Because I do have some dill in the then that I have dehydrated, and
Mhm.
I have some garlic.
Um, well, basically, you just melt the butter and add the herbs to it, and then use it as a basting sauce, or just like if you were going to roast it in the oven, just pour it over and let it cook, or you can saute in it, you know, and then you can make it ahead of time if you want, and actually chill or even freeze your herb butter so
Mm.
that you can harvest your herbs fresh now and have them for the holidays already ready.
I was just Sarah, you read my mind because I was literally about to say, can you freeze your herb butter? And because I'm a freezer, I like to. The holiday season, we all know, is a busy, busy, busy time. Anything that you can do before to prep and be ready, it makes life so much easier. So knowing now that you can do your fresh herbs in the summer, make you some herb butter and put it in the freezer, mind blown. I
Yeah.
just
So if I was gonna make my herb butter in the summer, late summer, early fall or something, I'm making my herb butter, right? I want to have infused herb butter, and I'm doing the garlic and the dill from my garden, maybe that I've dried out or whatever. I'm gonna freeze it in like a roll. Am I gonna like roll it up in like a little, like a cellophane or whatever? What's it called? Like the cling wrap? Am I gonna roll it up in like a little tube, or do I put it in like ice cube trays?
Now, ice cube trays, I think, would be kind of hard to get out.
Okay.
You'd have to start it melting on the outside, and that
Okay.
would be. It sounds problematic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
I like-
I've never frozen butter. So I'm thinking I have in a stick, and I just pull it out from the Costco. So I don't know. I mean, like, what would be the
You
best
can
way
put
to
it in a container and freeze
Yeah.
it as well.
Okay.
I like the idea of rolling it up, and then you could just slice off how much you want to use.
Okay.
Another way you can do it is like, if you want to do it fancy, you can do like a melon baller, or if you have a scoop that has like gives it a fancy scalloped edge, make those balls and then freeze those individually, and then just put them in a container until you're ready to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
One of the
Casey's brain.
Well, one of the things about us here too is that obviously in Texas we can pretty much grill year round, and so it's not uncommon for us to go out on Christmas and maybe grill something, a steak with we'll get the mushrooms and she'll give me that garlic butter and I'll go out there and cook those. Even if it's a little cold, it's nice and warm by the barbecue.
right.
That's right. Yum. That sounds scrumptious. Now, what we have done here and gotten our celery leaves and dehydrated that. Dill is something. Parsley is something that we save and things like that. I haven't dehydrated thyme though. Is that difficult, or is that easy as all the rest of them?
It's easy.
Okay. And what would you use thyme for?
Thyme goes really well with poultry.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. If you just want thyme, you have to be careful because it can be really strong.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of things that you can do with thyme. If you, I'm thinking if you're going to do a noodle dish, melt some butter, add some thyme and a dash of white wine. That would be really good too.
That sounds delicious. So if we were going to cook a turkey,
Yes.
what would you baste it with?
Okay. I love to have a nice crispy skin on my turkey. So what I baste it with is butter.
Yeah.
What my other secret to get that nice crispy skin and to keep the meat nice and moist, we separate that skin from the breast meat and we add pats of butter in there.
Oh,
Now, if you wanted, you could do that slice herb butter like Monica was talking about and put that in under the skin to add some extra flavor.
Hmm.
oh, okay. I'm officially hungry.
Well, she spends a lot more time on probably the stuffing though.
Then the turkey?
Well,
No.
no, the basting of the turkey, but the stuffing you spend a bit of time on.
Well, it's just prep. It's easy. You
Yeah.
know, just put your herbs in the butter, melt the butter, and I throw my chopped onion in there till the onion cooks. And then I like the celery to still have some crispness. So I just put that and some fresh parsley in with the bread and then mix it all together and put it in the bird.
Wow.
Oh, yum.
I will tell Anne that I have not necessarily dehydrated, but dried the thyme upside down, trying to be very Instagrammy
Ooh.
Yeah.
in my kitchen, and I have used it for Thanksgiving meals. And for those that are listening, last week was Thanksgiving, and we had a wonderful episode that you'll have to go back and check after you're done with this episode.
Yes.
But the dried thyme, it just makes anything Thanksgiving-y, if that's a word.
It's
Thyme just-
absolutely a word.
well, I think thyme is just one of those herbs. Since we're talking about holiday and herbs, thyme just feels like Thanksgiving. It feels like November and those kind of thyme and parsley and oregano. I
Sage.
just hate Thanksgiving. Now, what do we think for December? What is your go-to when you're in December? If you're thinking, let's say if you do a holiday ham, what's your go-to kind of herb for that?
Oh, you know what? I'm not sure. In December, what I'm thinking is more sweets.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, what do you use for sweets and things?
Now, I'm kind of adventurous. So
Okay.
the ideas that, thinking about what I was going to say tonight, I'm thinking, okay, if it's for something chocolate, mint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Um,
yum.
I've actually found a couple of recipes that I want to try. One is for herbed ice cream.
What?
Oh,
Ooh.
I know, right?
what?
And so, it's just whatever you want to try for that. I'm thinking, like the last time that we talked, we were talking about making a simple syrup, and I'm thinking, we have lavender blooming. I need to try that.
Yes.
Oh.
The other
That's a
thing,
great idea.
I found a recipe for lemon basil sugar cookies. So I have got to try that. That just sounds amazing.
Look, if you can make lemon basil into an iced tea that tastes good, which you can, then I'm
Yes.
pretty sure lemon basil cookies are probably going to taste like lemon crackers or something amazing. Oh
That's
my
what I told her when she told me that lemon basil cookies. I said, yeah, we need to do that.
Now
That
when
says
you're
thank you
using
completely for that.
yeah, so if you're using a lemon basil on like a lemon basil cookie, you're may not going to be having some fresh lemon basil this time of year because it's so cold. So you're going to want to preserve that when it's fresh, right? So you can dry it out. But then I was looking at some of the different recipes and seasonings and stuff, even for like Thanksgiving or Christmas, if you're using it for your poultry, you can take the sage that you growed in your garden earlier in the year. You can take the onions. Remember, you can make your own onion powder. You can make your own garlic powder from your previous harvest. If you
Yes.
have those, that kind of counts, right? I mean, we're talking about making with herbs, but you're
Yep.
still using your own seasoning. So if you're thinking ahead and you have like the mints and the basils and things like that take time to dry it out when it's being, that seasonal harvest. And now you've got these gorgeous jars of this, beautiful dried herbs and all the different things. And now you can take it and ground it or whatever you need to do to use it in these recipes. Oh, I'm so excited. This is really exciting to think about.
I will tell you, because I am a cookie dough, I'm a fat kid. So I'm all about prepping cookie dough for the winter. And last holiday season, I tried a recipe. Hearing the lemon basil cookie reminded me of another, I don't want to say weird flavoring, but they said cranberry and rosemary.
Oh,
I made a sugar cookie with the rosemary and the cranberry. And a way that you can do it when you still have fresh harvest is if you pre-make your cookie dough, roll it up in plastic wrap, and then you have a tube of your cookie dough already ready to go. I do that only because sometimes you want just one double chocolate cookie.
This is true.
Just cut off a piece
Yeah.
and keep it moving. So that would be a good time, especially if you're re-listening to us in 2026 and
Yeah.
it's summer season. Prep now. If you're
Right.
thinking, oh, lemon basil cookies, yes, please. If it's growing and it's fresh, go ahead and make the dough and freeze it. It's so easy to freeze your cookie doughs, just like you're freezing these butters. Roll it up in the plastic wrap, or you could be really fancy. And the Amazon, I'm sure, has many, many molds that you can pour butters into. My idea that I thought was like, it would be so cute to get a snowflake, like, the soap molds, those silicone,
oh,
pour your butter into that. I have
Oh, that is such a great idea.
Yeah.
That would make a good gift too.
It would, some homemade bread and some of your frozen snowflake butter with your herbs in it.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry. I mean,
Well, I love the idea of freezing the cookies though and using it while your harvest is fresh, because I feel like you're going to get such a different flavor.
Yeah.
And I'd be so interested to see what the difference is using fresh herbs in your cookies and then freezing it, right? And having it, or using it with the dried herbs that you've now had to wait and use it for later. But I mean, man, that's exciting. I'm now going to be like looking up cookies with herbs and them, like herb cookie recipes, because what a great way to have something different. And like you were saying, Sarah, have something a little adventurous, something very different and unique. I mean, people always have these cookie exchanges and, somebody's always coming with their shortbread. Somebody's coming with their chocolate chip and their oatmeal raisin. But I mean, could you imagine? Here's Sarah showing up. She's like, this is my lemon basil cookies.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
That's right.
They would
So
tear it up.
Yeah, they would.
for lemon basil, it would be like actual lemon basil because there is an
Yes.
herb, lemon basil.
Yeah.
She grows the lemon basil.
I do love lemon basil.
She makes iced tea out of it. It's so good.
Yeah, I think we did a whole episode on the lemon basil tea. I think it's season 4. I think, because I remember I tried it and I couldn't do it. I just,
She has a video on it. I have followed it and I have
watched the
still
video.
failed.
I followed and I failed.
Oh,
Huh.
Watched, followed, failed. That's how it turned out for me.
well,
I'm
try
just not
again.
Sarah.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just not
so
Sarah.
sad.
You have to try it. You have to try it again.
Yeah.
It is so good, Casey. I only know it's so good, and I only know that it can be that good because I've had it because she made it and I drank it and I loved it. And I was like, I want to be her, and I can't.
Yeah. Well, one of the other herbs that we like to grow too, that we harvest is stevia. So on the sweet side, so that's another option, for saving some things.
Yes.
Because it'll die in the winter as well.
Yes.
Oh, another one that we're doing, our ginger is doing really well. And if you make your own powdered ginger, it's like that tastes like Christmas. And, if you make like ginger snap cookies, those have the added benefit of helping with motion sickness. So if you're going over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house, and you have kids that get motion sick, give them some ginger snap cookies.
Oh, that
Sweet
sounds amazing.
cookies can be medicinal.
Well, I was just about to say, using your herbs, with the herbs having certain benefits,
Yeah.
I was thinking, like with people that grow the turmeric root, there are
Yes.
so many medicinal purposes for that root. For the ginger root, there are
Mhm.
so many medicinal purposes.
Mhm.
And when you get your herbs store bought, sometimes you're not always going to get all those benefits unless it's real fresh. And so you feel good having a cookie. You may have thrown in some of your own ginger powder and maybe throw some oregano. I don't know how that would taste, but it's like an antibacterial cookie. I told them to eat it.
There's no question that when we grow our own herbs, they taste so different
Yeah.
than what you can purchase at the store. The taste is so magnified and absolutely scrumptious. And it does my heart good to be able to open up our cupboards. And I saved old spice containers that I've had that I did purchase from the store, but I saved all those old spice containers and then I fill up my oregano or onion powder. I make the onion powder from the onion greens, dehydrate them, and then chop them up and make it that way.
Mhm.
Garlic as well from the garlic greens. I do that, and
Yeah.
so to have all those things is amazing and wonderful. But to have your recipes, Sarah, sounds fabulous. I never even thought about making ginger cookies because I'm so interested, or even throwing some turmeric in a dessert because I'm so interested in sugar-free things. The stevia really sounds like a good alternative. I could still have cookies, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
one of the other things that we do too. I mean, I don't know if she has it on what she was looking at, but we do a lot of soups, especially in the cold weather. So there's a lot of opportunity to use some of the stuff that you grow in soups. And then,
Especially like you were talking about oregano, and it helps, in during cold and flu season, and it tastes so good.
yeah.
That's right.
And then, back to the summer, start harvesting your stuff. We make our own red pepper flakes. So, in the summer, you harvest your peppers, dehydrate them, and, save some of that goodness for those soups later on in the cold season.
That's exactly right. We do the same. We do
And
that.
I'll tell you, the stevia plant, I grew it for the first time this year. It
Mhm.
was a very easy plant to grow. I mean, it's one of those that you're like, oh, wait, I have a stevia plant. And you go expecting it to be dead. And it's like, hey, bud, yeah, I'm still here. Thanks for
Yeah.
Welcome back.
literally, I have done where I have soaked leaves and water. That's all. Leaves, water. Bring to a boil, and that's the stevia liquid. It's an equal part. I think a
Yeah.
cup of the fresh leaves and a cup of water. And I still have that for coffee sweetener in the
Oh,
fridge in a dropper. I've done it with the dried one too. You
Mhm.
add it into your leaf blend for your teas, and you have a sweeter herbal kind
Yeah.
of mixture that you can put in teas. I mean, it's a must-have plant, Anne. Must.
It really is. It's very sweet. It's kind of cool too to let the kids try it because
Yeah.
they love it. They'll take a leaf on there like, oh, this is really sweet. And it's
Mhm.
nothing like when you buy in the store because I have so many people that I'm like, you should try the stevia. And they're like, no, I don't like stevia. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you will probably also like store-bought steaks and store-bought pork. You probably like a lot of things that are probably pretty nasty. But I'm just saying, try it before you count it out because store-bought stevia. P.S. If you're out there and you're listening and you're watching, store-bought stevia that's white, that's not real. That's bleached and chemicalized and all that. Because real stevia is a green leaf, guys.
Yeah.
And when you dry it out and you powder it up, it's still green.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn white when you turn it into
It's actually
powder.
really pretty to add your homemade stevia powder to a dessert kind of thing because it gives it this like hint of lime green in it. So
Yeah.
you feel like you did it on purpose when you really did it, but it's still kind of cool.
Well,
So
I was gonna
season
say,
was a big one.
Casey, what about your like mocktails and cocktails? Do you use herbs in those? Like, I don't like, I know that you like this, you like to, have parties and host. And when you're hosting stuff, I
Especially in
know
the
you
holidays.
like to think of these fun holiday drinks and things. Is there any type of herbs that are specifically for like cocktails or mocktails or special drinks that you drink at, the holiday season?
I would say, and this goes back to not necessarily the weird kind of flavoring, but cranberries and dried rosemary. It seems
Okay.
very like sophisticated for whether it's a bourbon or a whiskey kind of thing. They'll like there's a drink called an old fashioned, and
Mhm.
normally it's muddled cherries and oranges and that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Are the new fancy pantsy wantsies that are now muddling rosemary and cranberry in it to give it
Ooh.
like a November Thanksgiving feel.
Okay.
Um, and even some people have done the Fraser fir tree, like your Christmas tree stuff. And I
Oh,
put some of the needles, not needles, but the stem in a drink as a garnish, and you get that whiff of fir while you're still drinking
okay.
a cocktail. So I would say rosemary is a really nice one, but mint.
Mint.
Never can go wrong with mint. And put some mint powder in a hot cocoa.
Mm.
With marshmallow flavored vodka. For me, is a big old Christmas hug. It really is a big Christmas hug.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. Do you make any other drinks besides the lemon basil tea, Sarah?
We do teas with a lot of things from our garden. Like the fig leaf tea is another one that we really like. I love mint tea.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Now,
those are my go-tos.
okay. And on your fig leaf tea, you get the leaves obviously when they're still on the tree before it gets cold. But how
Yeah,
do you preserve that? I mean, do you just dehydrate it or?
exactly. I just dehydrate them and then throw them in the food processor. The leaves on figs, the veins can be pretty tough.
Uh huh.
But when you put them in the food processor, the leaves will crunch up before the veins will, and then you can just pick them out before you store them away.
Is it
Okay.
like a sweeter? Is it like a sweet taste to a fig leaf, or more of a herbally taste? Like, how would you describe the taste of a fig leaf tea?
Well, I will. I'll let her think about that for a second. It's an acquired taste. It's different than any flavor that you might have thought of before. It's different.
Okay. Different as in a good way.
Yeah.
No, when my parents said it was an acquired taste, usually it meant, but I'm waiting to hear this answer because I respect these people. So,
I've had it in several times in several different places. And you have to have the ratio right. You don't want to just throw a bunch of fig leaf into your drink. You really want to measure it out, and then kind of match it with your sweetness.
ooh,
Okay.
Yeah, I do like to sweeten it a little bit.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like if somebody's only ever had Coke and you offer them ginger ale, it's a new flavor.
ooh.
Different.
So I'm not that fig leaf tea tastes like ginger ale. It's just different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I do make some teas here now, especially for Worth. We have soursop that we make, soursop, but I include elderberry in there and organic green tea, and there's a variety of other tea. Oh, hibiscus,
Ooh.
dried hibiscus,
That's a good one.
dried hibiscus in there. And honestly, it's supposed to be like the super tea, but it's really good too. I
That's
mean,
cool.
it's really yummy, no sugar or anything. Occasionally, I might squeeze a little lemon over the top of it, but that's good. So it is unusual to boil the soursop leaves a little bit, but
Yeah. So no, you would when one of these days we'll make a fig leaf tea, and Monica, and you can try it.
Well, then that's a date. We'll have to figure that one out.
so you can have fig leaf tea at a time where you go over and get some fig trees and taste some different fig plants.
And make
And
sure I
then-
get some lemon basil cookies before I leave.
That's right. And you'll have the
Oh,
herbs.
you see the list starting, John and Sarah. You see how Monica has
Look
started
at
this
my list of all the things I need to get when I'm at their house.
That's right. Two Doves, Bees, and Gardens. That's the one-stop shop. That'll be
Right
good.
there. Oh my gosh. Man, this is like making me hungry this whole episode. I'm like so intrigued by all the ways you can use herbs, whether they're fresh, whether they're dehydrated or, just dried out, or maybe you're putting it in your freezer, with ahead of time. I'm very excited because I'm like thinking all the things now that I need to try for Christmas.
Yes.
This is
I
super
have got
exciting.
a new mint you may not have heard of. Well, I haven't got it yet. I've got seeds. But when we visited California, we got to try strawberry mint.
What?
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
You rub the leaf and it smells like strawberry. And then when you taste it, it tastes like mint, but it has a faint strawberry aftertaste.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it's like, okay, I have got to grow some strawberry mint now.
There we go. That sounds wonderful.
Well, I was kept asking her, well, do we grow the chocolate mint? When does it just start to taste like chocolate?
Yeah, I know. I did the chocolate mint too, and it just still doesn't taste like chocolate, man. I've been waiting for that too.
That was disappointing. That was disappointing. Well, we certainly do appreciate you being here. We're up in our time frame. Two Doves, Bees, and Gardens. And Sarah is the herb gal, man. You need to go over there and check her out as far as that goes. She has helped us tonight come up with new ideas and ways and things that we can use the herbs that we have grown and preserved over the year. So please find us again, and we will be on Mondays on Round the Hay Bale. We'll be live 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday evenings with Hey Y'all Hey, and we hope to have you back during that time. And this is the beginning of our holiday season in December, and we're so happy to have you. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you, John.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Bill and Brenda, and Casey and Monica.